I found this great little dive bar.
Ooh. Like sound of this
So
already?
it's like a $2.49 called B&H. I mean, it is when I walked in, I was the youngest man in there by at least 20 years.
Oh, I love it. I'm going. That always makes me feel really good, you know?
Anyway, and I'm no spring chicken. But anyway, yeah, so I walked in, I ordered a shiner, and I went out on the patio and lit my cigar. And what I had was a Syn Grand Robusto Maduro.
Nice.
Have you had one of the Syn cigars?
I've had one, yes.
This is the first one I've had. I've been aware of them. They've been out for a while. I think 2021, maybe 2020. I don't remember
they are
exactly.
a newer brand, though.
But yeah, so they've been out for a little bit. So I grabbed this Robusto when I was at Specs the other day, I think. Because I knew I'd have to catch up on a review, and I hadn't had this one. I was like, well, this looks interesting. So this was the Robusto 5x54 with a 5-year age San Andreas Maduro wrapper from the Dominican. The binder is 5-year aged Corojo 99 from the Dominican, and the filler is 5-year aged Seco Habano Vuelo Abajo Corojo Viso Original, Habano HVA, Corojo 99, Ligero.
That's easy for you to say.
Also from the Dominican. So this is a Dominican Puro.
And was this the IRA or the IRA? Is that
Yes,
the one you
the
had?
IRA.
Okay.
I think didn't you review this not too long ago?
I did, yes. I still have my notes on it. I was looking back at them.
I'd be interested to see.
To see how they compare, yeah.
So the appearance on this espresso brown, veiny, oily, leathery in appearance, semi-rustic, and firm overall feel. 2 bands on it. It had the big Syn band and then the IRA band right underneath it. It's very pretty. The pre-light sniff on is mocha and barnyard, sweet tea, and slightly fruity notes that I got on it. The pre-light draw, I used a punch. It had a light draw to it, creamy and sweet, leather and mocha, kiss of pepper going on. The initial light blast of sweet fruit and mocha backed by toast and oaky notes. Underlying pepper keeps the palate anchored.
But I wrote in my notes from when I reviewed it that it did have a little bit of a pop to start with, but it wasn't at all a Nicaraguan pepper blast. Obviously, it's not Nicaraguan tobacco, so that's part of the reason.
It had this big, robust flavor to start with, but it was to me, it was very sweet fruit mocha, like roasty toast and oaky things going on. It wasn't a pepper blast. There was pepper involved, but it wasn't a pepper blast by any means.
Right. Well,
I wouldn't call it a pepper fluff or waft, but I mean, it was there. It was there to keep it anchored. The first third, I got sweet, creamy coffee and mocha envelopes the palate. The background is oak and pepper on toast. An underlying fruity note weaves throughout. Retrohale is sweet, oaky, and toasty, almost a bourbony kind of note to it. Solid ash, perfect burn. Second third, spice picks up a bit here and adds some fun to the sweetness and creamy coffee. Fruity flavors become more prominent as well. Toast and oak finish with a touch of sweet tea. Retrohale is sweet, fruity, and toasty. Solid ash, good burn. The last third is cigar, toasty and sweet. Coffee and fruit, sweet tea and oak. All these things come together with a kiss of pepper and cinnamon on the tail end. Medium strength, abundance of silky smoke. Retrohale is peppery and sweet, solid ash, good burn. I think I got this cigar $7-ish. Do you remember what you paid for yours?
I have in my notes here 8 to 9.
Okay, it's possible it was 8 to 9, and if that's true, then I give it a 5.5. It was a good cigar.
Exactly what I gave it, a 5.5.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't remember what I paid for it, and when I looked it up online, there were places that saying $5. I was like, no, I know that's not what I paid for it. So at $8, 8 to $9, and 5.5, it was a good cigar. I'll get another one. It was very enjoyable. Did you get all the sweet notes out of it that I got?
Yeah, I did. I was just looking back at my notes from when I did. That was when I smoked last year. But in the notes, I talked about how it was a very different profile from the cigars that I normally smoke, and that was
very different.
One of the reasons I think I enjoyed it. It was just it was different, but it wasn't. It didn't lack complexity.
Well, and if I would say on that particular cigar, I mean, if you're interested like in something in the medium range, like most of the time in the medium range, the cigars I get, the cigars I smoke, my go-tos are kind of spicy. And this one was more of a sweet.
Right. It
And
did
I
have a
don't-
little pepper kick to it.
It
but-
had a little bit of pepper to it, but I mean, it had more sweet than anything that I've smoked in a while.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, I
remember
don't
liking
even
it a lot.
remember what I've had recently that's got that much kind of sweetness to it.
Well,
So,
I remember
it was nice.
I remember liking it a lot.